Welcome back to Adelante Chicago. Joining us now to talk a little bit more about some of these programs that are guiding young men are Pat Mosena, founder and president of Options for Youth, also Luciano Medellin, coordinator of the male programs, and Antonio Saucedo, who's a sophomore at World Languages High School in South Lawndale. Welcome to the three of you. Thank you for being here with us. That was a great piece that Gaynor Hall put together, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
She brought all the perspectives in.
She certainly did, and it's a wonderful program. And you oversee, and I'll start with you, you oversee what, 4 different programs that fall under Options for Youth?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about them.
We work with 2 groups of adolescents. We've been changing young lives in Chicago for 20 years. Our first program was the subsequent pregnancy program to help very young mothers delay a second pregnancy and graduate from high school. We've had 5,000 young mothers in that program, and our high school graduation rate is twice the national average.
That's wonderful.
Then we have the Options program, which is a prevention initiative program for high school students who are already parents and their young children.
So you're looking at both sides of this, what you can do for the young girls, the young women, and then what you can do for the males, which is where you come into all of this, Lou. You thought this was really important, that this was a conversation that you needed to have with your students. How has the conversation evolved, I guess, as you've started this program?
This actually evolved from another program that we have called Peer Advocates for Health. And that program was designed working with teenage boys in the south side of Chicago. And it was primarily health education. So if you taught a young man different health issues, they can take it to their peers. So it evolved into What's Up with Manhood, because we were noticing that a lot of times the conversation wasn't about health concerns. It was about somebody got killed in my neighborhood, or the violence that they see at home, or the violence that they, it's just constant violence that they experience. So What's Up with Manhood is designed to help redefine what it means to be a man, with the hope that that impact will have another effect on the relationships that they have. Yeah. How to control, how a man has to be compassionate, and the man box
Which
is very
something
rigid.
that's not often talked about, by the way, especially I think within the Latino community. There's this whole idea that you have to be this very macho, aggressive,
Machismo.
right? Machismo, yeah.
And we actually talked about that, in that machismo is not a bad thing if you look at the positives to it, but we always look at the negatives. Just like what teenage boys are typically seen as a negative light, I want them to be seen in a different light, because they're great kids. They just need help, guidance.
Okay, so let's move on to him. How has it helped you? What have you learned from it?
Well, one of the topics that really got to me and it actually changed me, it was communication. How you communicate with your parents, how you communicate with friends. We tend to act the same with all of them.
Around
Yeah.
around a parent, a teacher, a girlfriend, right? And so that it's a different audience each time.
Yes, it is. And well, it's helped me a lot, and I realized many things thanks to Mr. Liu.
Like what? Give me some examples.
So there's for example, my parents, right? What if I raise my voice at them? I know that that's not right. And this made me think hey, what I'm doing is not correct. I should change it. I should relax, and have that
self-awareness,
right, yes.
kind of, to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
One exercise that we did, and that I've had to have individual conversations, because we do group, but we also do a lot of individual time. A young man was having difficulty with his mom not knowing what to say, and when they get together, they blow up. Write down what you're feeling, so your mom can process it, instead of you see her get angry, then you get angry, and it grows. Yeah. Instead of writing it down, which men shouldn't do that, yeah, you can. You express yourself, then you can think it through, even what you want to write. Because when you get angry and emotional, you lose control.
You're not
and
thinking
again,
clearly.
Control, empathy, that all ties into what a man can still do.
What do they say? When your emotions go up, your IQ goes down, right? Okay, so you've got this program in Little Village High School. How do you expand it out to different parts of the community and parts of Chicago?
Well, we get calls almost daily from young people or their parents who want to join our programs. And we'd like to take everybody,
Yeah.
but we have significant financial restraints. So our programs are successful, all of them, because of staff like Luciano. Talented, committed, and they're certainly not in it from the money.
Yeah. And let me give him a round of applause, because my producer was saying that you were driving a rideshare car to raise a little bit of money to take these kids on a trip. I want you to tell me about that.
Yeah, so I wanted to reward them for their first great report card.
Okay.
And because it's not just manhood, but we also have other things we have to focus on. Academically, if they're not doing well, you know, they have to perform. So, you know, it was something that I wanted to do. And one thing about being a man is you sacrifice. So, you know, I did some extra driving over winter break. And I actually had a friend donate a little extra money, but I raised enough extra cash to say, okay, we're going to have a good time. So I took him out at an arcade, and they
He's
had
smiling,
a blast.
so it must have been fun.
It was really fun. Yeah, it was
I did beat him in Mario Kart. So.
Oh, that's all right. He's got more experience, that's why. No.
We are very grateful, though, to the City Department of Family and Social Support, DFSS, and the Mayor's Mentoring Program, because they have provided partial support to allow us to do What's Up with Manhood.
All right, let's get the information up on the screen. If you're interested in either helping the program or maybe giving a little money or being a part of it, it's youth4guidance, youth4guidance.org, youth4guidance.org, where you can get more information. Thank you so much.